How to fix Valorant stuck at 60 FPS. Welcome back to Teknobalta. At Teknobalta, we constantly investigate performance bottlenecks, and a sudden frame rate cap in tactical shooters is incredibly frustrating. We noticed a widespread issue where players who usually achieve over 300 frames per second suddenly find their game locked exactly at 60, even in the main menu. Our team has thoroughly analyzed this bizarre behavior and compiled the most exhaustive list of technical solutions to unlock your frame rate. We tested these methods extensively to ensure you can get back to high refresh rate gaming without input lag. Let us dive into the ultimate diagnostic process to resolve this cap once and for all. First, we need to inspect the internal configuration of the game itself. Navigate to the in-game general settings and ensure that the option to limit frames on battery is set to off. Furthermore, you must verify that limiting frames in the menu and limiting frames always are both completely disabled. Vertical synchronization is often the primary culprit for an unwanted 60 frames per second lock. Our team confirmed that you must strictly turn off the in-game VSync option from the video settings. Leaving this enabled will force the game engine to match a standard 60 Hz display output regardless of your actual hardware capabilities. Windows attempts to optimize borderless applications, but this frequently introduces artificial performance caps. We found that right-clicking your Valorant shortcut and opening the Properties menu is a highly effective workaround. Navigate to the Compatibility tab and check the box that says Disable Full-Screen Optimizations before applying the changes. Sometimes the game settings are overridden by your graphics card control panel. Teknobalta's analysis showed that you need to open your graphics driver interface, such as the NVIDIA control panel, and navigate to the 3D settings. From there, locate the vertical sync option and force it to the off position globally. If the system is suffering from a temporary display buffer glitch, a quick driver restart can clear the anomaly. We recommend using a native Windows shortcut to forcefully restart the display driver without rebooting your computer. Simply press the Windows key, Shift, Control, and B simultaneously to refresh the display state immediately. We discovered a peculiar hardware behavior specifically affecting gaming laptops experiencing this cap. Load into the in-game practice range, physically disconnect your laptop power adapter, and then plug it back in. This physical action forces the motherboard to recalibrate its active power state and often removes the artificial limit. For those utilizing NVIDIA hardware, the companion software includes aggressive battery-saving features. Open GeForce Experience and navigate to the General Settings gear icon. You must locate and completely disable the battery boost feature, which aggressively restricts performance to 60 frames to conserve power. Similarly, NVIDIA includes an acoustic dampening feature that throttles the graphics processor. Within the same GeForce Experience settings menu, look for the Whisper Mode toggle. Disabling this ensures your graphics card runs at full thermal capacity rather than throttling to keep the fans quiet. If you are utilizing an AMD graphics card, a feature called Radeon Chill acts as a dynamic frame rate controller. Open the AMD Adrenalin software, go to the Gaming tab, and select your specific game profile. Ensure that Radeon Chill is toggled off to prevent the software from artificially lowering your frame output during static scenes. The built-in Xbox Game Bar integration in Windows is notorious for causing frame pacing issues and locked refresh rates. Open your standard Windows Settings application and navigate to the Gaming section. Toggle the Xbox Game Bar completely off to prevent its overlay from interfering with the game renderer. The operating system might be restricting your processor's maximum state to save electricity. Open the Legacy Windows control panel and navigate to the Power Options menu. Select the High Performance or Ultimate Performance Power Plan to ensure your processor is receiving maximum voltage during gameplay. Sometimes the issue is not the game, but the operating system restricting your monitor's output. Open the Windows Display settings and scroll down to the Advanced Display configuration. Verify that your monitor refresh rate is actually set to its maximum value, such as 144 or 240 Hz, rather than being stuck on 60. Third-party hardware acceleration overlays often inject code into the game engine that breaks frame unlocking. Open your Discord application settings and navigate to the Game Overlay tab. Disable the in-game overlay entirely, as our team has frequently traced severe performance bugs back to this specific feature. Hardware-accelerated GPU scheduling is a Windows feature designed to improve latency, but it sometimes conflicts with Riot Games software. Go to Windows Display Settings, click on Graphics Settings, and find the HAGS toggle. Turn this feature off and restart your computer to see if the frame limitation is lifted. Enthusiast software, like RivaTuner Statistics Server, might be running silently in your system tray. Check your taskbar for the RTSS icon, open the application interface, and check the framerate limit box. Ensure this value is set to 0, which disables any external software caps on your frame rate. The kernel-level anti-cheat system can occasionally corrupt and cause massive performance degradation. Navigate to your installed applications and completely uninstall Riot Vanguard. Restart your computer and launch the Riot client to force a fresh, clean installation of the security module. Overwritten graphics drivers can leave registry keys that force vertical sync regardless of your settings. Download Display Driver Uninstaller and run it in Windows Safe Mode to completely wipe your current display drivers. Afterward, install the latest driver package fresh from the official manufacturer website. The game might be running in a borderless window mode, which forces it to inherit the desktop refresh rate. Navigate to the game video settings and ensure the display mode is set strictly to exclusive full screen. This gives the game engine total control over the display adapter and bypasses Windows compositor limits. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more.